How's it going? Hello, welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. How's it going? How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're having a wonderful fucking time. Hope your life is good. Hope it's the opposite of bad, which is good. I hope you are living a wonderful, fun, healthy, good life. Or a terrible life, but it still makes you happy. You know, I hope you're happy in whatever state of life that you're in. I am doing okay, man. I fought someone at a Taco Bell. That's how I'm doing, dude. I went to Taco Bell last weekend and almost got into a full brawl with a lady. Which already, listen, dude. So me and my friend went we were at an open mic doing comedy, right? Already very happy. You're killing it. State of life. You know what I'm talking about? If you're going home from an open mic getting Taco Bell, you are already killing it as a human being. Everyone envies that lifestyle, dude. You just went to an open mic and your comedy was okay, and now you're going to fucking shove your fat face with a cheesy gordita crunch? Dude, I'm living my best life. Now, if you listen to the podcast, you know I'm living my worst life, dude. And that's it. I'm living my worst life, dude. Open mic, slamming a fucking five-layer beef burrito down my throat. I don't even know what the 5 layers are. It seems like it's just a regular tortilla. It seems like a regular burrito with the regular ingredients. I don't know what the 5 layers are. 5 layers of shame, perhaps. I don't know. But it's going into my body because I need to live, you know? I'm working 70 hours a week, going to fucking open mics and bombing. I need to live. Do you know what I'm saying? I was thinking about this where people are like, there are people who get famous and they get in great shape. Like they get ripped as fuck. And then people are always like, damn, dude, I should get, like regular ass people are like, damn, I wish I could get in great shape. I wish I could fucking kill it like that. And you're like, no, dude, they're killing it because they made enough money to be in shape. Do you know what I'm saying? They made enough money to have 6-pack abs. Their life is such that they can do one movie a year and then hire a physical trainer and work out 2 hours a day. If you work 9 to 10 hours a day in a job you hate and then you go home and work out for 2 hours, you're gonna die. Okay? That's not what you do. You work for 9 to 10 hours. You fucking hate everything about everything. And then you go to Taco Bell because it's Monday. And then that Taco Bell makes you have a momentary like, ooh, that tastes good in my mouth. And then you go to sleep and forget about everything. That's what you do, dude. You don't work out for 2 hours and then go, I'm fucking exhausted. And now I'm really exhausted. And now I can't even stay awake to eat. And now I'm just going to go to sleep hungry. No, dude. You get fat and hate what you eat, but you enjoy it for a split second, and that's how you survive a shitty fucking time. That's what you do. You could work out and go to sleep that way, or you could just eat too much and get the itis and then fall asleep that way. I don't know. Maybe I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. What I'm saying is I almost fought a woman at Taco Bell. I was coming back from an open mic with my friend, and I was like, dude, I'm going to get some Taco Bell because I eat it too much, you know? Some weeks I have it 3 times a week. That's not true. Well, I have lived weeks where I had Taco Bell 3 times a week. I'm a disgusting person, dude. You know what? I'm not, bro. Fuck you, dude. It's a good deal. And it makes me, you know, feel momentarily good. The problem with Taco Bell is that it's all of the thinking about it afterwards. You eat it and it feels and tastes so good going down, but it's all of the thoughts afterwards and like the stepping on the scale and all of the process of going like, why do I feel slower and more tired, and why am I thicker looking? You're like, oh dude, maybe it's because all those momentary moments of bliss are adding up to plentiful pounds on your fucking jowls, you know? Anyway, I'm at Taco Bell with my friend. He's not getting anything because he's a smart person. And I'm getting something, and this fucking group of drunk people walk in. And it's a group of just fucking, listen, I live on the Upper East Side, but you know, it's very Upper East Side white people walking in. It's fucking people I grew up with kind of a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking white women and men drunk, like, that vibe. The women were very, and one guy was with them like, I mean, they came in, it was a group of, it was a guy, a girl, and then a group of 4 girls, and they came into the Taco Bell at the same time, separately. And they both were like, oh, I guess I should have known you were going to be here. So that means that they were both coming from the same exact party. They all were drunk as shit. And they all probably live in the same fucking area. And they're also just, they're getting Taco Bell on a Sunday drunk. And they sound like, so it's a bad time. I don't like it. I've had the vibe with those people around me before, and it gets very shitty. So I already am like, all right, I don't like these people, but it's fine. It's fine. They're getting Taco Bell. I'm getting Taco Bell. It's all good. We're all allowed to be here. So I'm standing at a kiosk because there's 3 digital kiosks for getting Taco Bell. Now, I don't know if you've never seen a digital kiosk at a fast food place, but they're pretty fucking common at this point. Especially in the city, which it seems like they all live definitely in the city. It's late at night, they're drunk as shit, getting Taco Bell. It seems like they live in the area. And also they said, I should have known you were coming here, which means that they go to Taco Bell often enough where they definitely would have seen a digital kiosk. Anyway, I'm ordering from mine, as you do, and they're at the 2 next to me. And I'm all the way on the left, they have the middle one, and the one all the way on the right. And the one all the way on the right has the couple, the man and the woman. They're figuring it out. They're fine. Then these 4 women in between the 2 of us are stumbling drunk, like trying to figure out this kiosk. And most of them are fine, but one woman is in this green plaid jacket, and she just is like, what? How do you even do this? This is fucking complex. And I'm like, it's not, dude. Have you ever used an iPad? No? Have you ever touched your own phone? Have you ever downloaded an app on your phone? Yeah? Then you know how it works. Have you ever been on Amazon? If you exist in 2021 in America, you have, dude. If you live on the Upper East Side, you know how to use a touchscreen to buy things. Okay? I don't know what deep fucking weird... You know what it is? It feels like I don't know what it is. It's a fucking peak privilege, maybe? I don't know what the fuck it is. It's crazy to go up to a digital kiosk and call it complicated. It's almost like you saying, I'm so fucking set with my life that I don't even need to figure out how to use this screen. I don't know what it is, but it seemed entitled and I hated it, dude. But again, I'm like, that's all good. You don't know how to use a screen. Your friends seem to know how to use a screen because they're normal thinking people. I don't know what's going on with this one lady, but she's a little frustrating, but it's okay. Order your food. And also I'm bringing in I'm getting more frustrated now knowing where it's going. But in the moment I was like, it's fine. That's weird that she doesn't know how to use the kiosk, but it's fine. So I'm ordering and this woman in the green plaid, not only can't you understand the menu, even though her friends are guiding her through it, but she keeps bumping into me. Because also her friends are ordering, and she's just on the side trying to like go over their shoulder to click things. have you ever heard of taking fucking turns, dude? Like, have you not been taught manners in your life, dude? I don't know who your parents are, but if they never taught you, hey, like, one at a time, do something, they fucking botched it, dude. They blew it as parents because you're savagely bumping into me and you don't know how to use a touchpad. What is going on, dude? So she keeps bumping the fuck into me, and I'm keeping my cool. I'm looking at my friend being like, what the hell is going on? And he's looking at me like, why does she keep bumping into you? And I'm like, it's all good. As long as I can pay, it's fine. And right when I'm about to pay, she just like fully goes and she fully turns her back towards me and like blocks the credit card machine. Now, I don't know if she could see that she's doing that, but she fully blocks it with her body. Where I literally can't insert the card unless I say something to this person. Now, once again, I'm not thrilled with my life. It's an okay night. I have an okay life. I'm at Taco Bell on a Sunday. I have work tomorrow. I fucking just did an open mic. There's a storm of I just want to eat this happening in my brain where I don't want to have to tell a drunk woman, can you move out of the way so I can make this bad decision? I'm already making a bad decision. Don't make me fucking battle a drunk person to eat Taco Bell. Is there a God? Why are you being cruel on this night? So I have no choice but to say something. So I go, excuse me, could you move? I can't, I'm trying to pay. Now, that's exactly how I said it. Now, I understand how that could sound rude. I don't think it does. Hey, could you move? I gotta pay. You're blocking the thing. I understand how that can sound rude, and it does. I guess I could have been politer. Oh, excuse me. I could have been super nice. Oh, excuse me. I'm just trying to. Right? I could have been nicer, but I just went I feel like I went very in the middle. Like, hey, could you also the level at which I did it, if that was said to me, if I was drunk as shit blocking a credit card machine and some guy was like, hey man, could you move out? I'm trying to pay. I would go, oh shit, my bad. Oh fuck, I'm drunk, dude. I'm sorry. I did not mean to obscure the area where you're gonna pay. I didn't mean to hold up your fucking night, dude. I'm sorry. It's Sunday. You got work tomorrow. My bad. So I say that to her, and she immediately just goes, fuck off, fuck off, fuck you, fuck off. That was her response. Fuck off. And my friend looks at me and is like, what the fuck? What's going on? That's aggressive. And I look at her and I go, what? I go, you got to move. I'm trying to pay. She goes, fuck off, fuck you, fuck off. And then I was like, I'm just trying to pay. You're in the way of the thing. And she goes, fuck off. So at that point, I'm like, well, for a split second, I was like, I could have been nicer. But now from her response, it doesn't matter if I said excuse me, or it didn't matter if I was super polite. The fact that I was telling her to do something made her become fucking repugnant towards me. Like, to say fuck off to a person who you've been drunkenly bumping into, and then you're blocking the credit card machine so they can't do shit, to then respond to them being like, could you move? You saying fuck off to them is so insane and entitled that I had to do everything not to fucking lose my cool, you know? Because at that point, I was so fucking angry that I was just like, hey man, just keep it all in, dude. There's no reason to yell at these people. Just keep it cool. Keep it contained. And I tend to be able to keep it contained, so I did. I was like, all right. I mean, she also moved a little bit. She moved out of the way a little bit, enough for me to do it. And so I start to pay, and she turns back and looks at me, because when she said fuck off 5 times, she didn't even look at me, which is an insane thing to do, because you don't know who the fuck I am. Thank God I'm a rational human being. You say fuck off to somebody like that. What if I was a fucking psycho, dude? That could be a death warrant, bro. You can't just be screaming fuck off at people who you're not even fucking facing. She was screaming fuck off at me with the back of her head to my face, dude. Think of the balls. Think of the level of nothing is going to happen to me that's taking place that you're going to do that. It was wild. But it's all good, dude, because I'm going to get my Taco Bell and go home. So I start paying, and she turns to me and finally sees me. And I don't know what happened in her brain, but once she saw my face, she decided to continue the interaction. I don't know if she saw my face and thought like we were going to have a conversation now, or if she saw my face and was like, "Oh, this guy's not terrifying enough for me not to go away immediately." Like I think she looked at me and was like, "Oh, this guy won't get shitty." I think she looked at me and was like, this guy isn't going to fucking get in my face that much, so I'm just going to fucking keep going with it. Because then she goes, you got a problem? You got a problem? That's what she says to me. And at this point, I haven't fully looked at her because I'm trying not to look at her, because if I turn towards her, I'm just going to be like, listen, I don't know you, but get the fuck away from me. You know, I'm trying to keep it contained. I see her in her peripheral. I see all of her friends. I'm like, I'm just trying to get this fucking bag of garbage food that is delicious, you know? So she goes, you got a problem? What do you have, a problem? I go, I mean, yeah, you were blocking the credit card machine. I'm trying to pay for my food and you're blocking it completely. You were in the way. And then she goes, fuck off. And at that point, I start laughing because for me, when it's high tension like that, I have no choice but to just start cackling. So I just start laughing hysterically. I just start going, wow, I don't give a shit, man. I don't fucking give a shit, dude. You're in the way. I don't give a fuck about this. And that makes her get angry. And she's like, fuck off, fuck you. Oh, cool. I was like, I don't give a shit, dude. And then the icing on the cake, when I say I don't give a shit, dude, her friend goes, oh, real nice calling a woman a dude. No, she doesn't even say woman. She goes, real nice calling a girl a dude. Hey, man. Hey, dude. Did I call her a man? Did I say dude as in she's a man? No. I said dude in the way that most human beings say it in 2021. It means buddy. It means friend. It's a colloquial term that unfortunately we've all adopted, including me. I used to make fun of it as a kid. I used to mock people who said dude. And as life unfolds, when you mock something, you end up accidentally adopting it. And because I mocked people who said dude at a young age, it's now my primary vernacular. Okay? So, and also, it's a weird move to say, oh, real nice calling a girl a dude, when I said, I don't give a shit, dude. The speed and fucking tone at which I said dude, it was clearly an afterthought. It was not me. It'd be different if I was like, I don't give a shit, dude. You fucking dude. I don't give a shit. You're a man. That would be, or I don't give a shit. You're a dude. That would be me insulting her. That would be me calling her a man when clearly she wants to be called a woman. You know? Also, this isn't fucking, it's not like she's just a fucking drunk woman who I grew up with, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? She's a drunk, entitled fucking lady. It's not like she's a person who's like, listen, I would like to be seen as a woman. Call me that. No, I'm saying it's not. You know what I'm saying? I was telling somebody else heard the tail end of the story, and they're like, well, you know, calling someone a dude nowadays, like certain people, you know, you don't want to misgender people. I'm like, no, that wasn't the situation, bro. These were a fucking bunch of fucking. This was a Karen, dude. This was prime 27-year-old Karen in my face. And her friend was Karen, was backup Karen. And also her friend is doing the insult she's accusing me of. Because her friend is like, her friend is going, Her friend is saying, hey, nice calling a girl a dude. And it's like, I said it as buddy. I said it as friend. If anything, I was being polite. I was talking to her as I talk to people I admire and adore and respect. I was treating her like people I love. You, on the other hand, just called your friend a man. You just, whether it was on purpose or not, it seemed to me like you were trying to get away with being like, yeah, I think she's gross. And that's your prerogative. I think it's mean and rude, and I think you should apologize for calling your friend a dude through me. That's not cool. If you want to insult your friend, do it straight up, you fucking jerk. Okay? You guys clearly aren't actual friends, but I don't need to deal with any of this because I'm just trying to get my Taco Bell and go home and fall asleep depressed. That's it. Anyway, so then I walk away, and I go and wait for my stuff, and then they finish ordering fucking 10 minutes later. They finish ordering like right after I get my food, and they all sit at a table, and I'm walking up, and I'm ready for the fucking quiet comment as I leave. I'm ready for me to close the door and her to be like, yeah, that's right, because that's always the move, you know? That's the move of somebody who gets in your face and then you don't back down and then they shut up. So then afterwards they're pissed because they're like, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. I wanted that person to be afraid of me and me just yell at them. But that didn't happen, so I'm going to back down so that now when he's about to leave, I'll shout something. So I'm getting ready for it. I'm getting ready for the fucking comment at the back of my head. Because as soon as it happens, I'm going to turn around and go, hey, have a good night, dude. You seem like a fun person. I honestly regret not looking right at her and being like, you seem real fun, dude. You seem fun as shit. I bet your friends are excited when you come to a party, huh? I bet your friends are never like, fuck, we're going to have to deal with that. I bet once you go, hey, let's all do fucking shots, everyone's not like, oh, fuck, we're going to have to take care of fucking Sarah tonight. God damn it. We're going to have to fucking make sure Sarah doesn't choke on her puke. What the fuck, dude? She's going to fight someone in Taco Bell again, dude. The vibe they had was like, oh, not again. You're battling someone in a fucking fast food place again? What are we doing? Anyway. So I'm getting ready for it. I'm getting ready to turn around and be like, have a good one, dude. You seem cool. Also, at a certain point, they were like talking about how they aren't working tomorrow. And I swear to God, fucking in my frustration and anger, I became my dad for a second. I fucking felt a thing that like I've never felt, but my dad has felt towards people. And I just like, they were talking about like, yeah, I don't even have to fucking go to work tomorrow. I'm not working at all tomorrow. And I just was like, get a job then, dude. Get a fucking job. Which is not even a feeling I have. I don't feel that way about people. I've been aggressively unemployed before, and it's fucking tough to get a job. But there was something about the fucking arrogance of who she was and who they were and how they were handling themselves, that like the fact they were drunk on a Sunday fucking up my shit. I was like, get a fucking job, dude. Okay? Some of us have to work tomorrow, right? Fucking assholes. Anyway, I get my food. I start walking towards the door, and the woman in plaid looks right at me. And as soon as we lock eyes, I feel really bad. Not because I wasn't right in the way I acted, and to be fair, I was fucking much calmer than I needed to be. Like the way she was screaming. Also, it's crazy for someone to be like, it's very rude to call a girl dude. Like to accuse me of calling her dude in a way that I did not. Especially after she just said fuck off several times to me. To be honest with you, if I insulted her in any way after she said fuck off to me 27 times, I think I'd be entitled to a slight insult. Don't you think? Don't you think if somebody says fuck off to you 72 times, you can at least be like, hey, you stink, you know? I think I'm entitled to a you stink. And I didn't even do that. I said, I don't give a shit, dude. I basically said, I don't give a shit, friend. Anyway, I'm walking up, and as I'm leaving, I see her, and we lock eyes, and then she immediately looks away, and I feel bad because there's a deep sadness to this person's soul. I can just tell that she's bummed the fuck out. She had a bad night. She doesn't know how to talk to people. She probably tries to talk to people. She probably is single and alone. I just fucking read her whole life from one sad face that she threw at me, and I felt bad for her. But I still was ready to fucking yell at her if she said anything to me. I fucking felt all the sympathy in the world for her in one split second, and then also I was like, don't say anything to me because I will bury you. And I walk up to the door, but I could tell she was not going to do anything. Once we saw each other, I was like, this is over. And I went to the door, they didn't say anything. And then we left, and I went home, and it was fine. But it was fine, but also part of me was like, this is why people don't like white people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when people are angry at white people, because white people will get offensive when there's like a joke about white people. But that is what people are talking about. They're talking about this drunk woman bumping into you and stepping in front of the credit card machine while you're just trying to get food. And then when you're like, hey, could you move? I gotta pay. She starts screaming fuck off at you. Like that is why when people meet me and they're skeptical, I go, I get it, dude. We'll figure this out. Because they're waiting for that. They're waiting for me to be like, whoa, what the fuck? Well, I fucking paid to be here. Like they're waiting for me to be white as fuck. They're waiting for me to pull a white ass move like that. And I get it, because when they came in, I did the same thing people do to me sometimes. I'll meet people and I could tell that they're like, this guy looks like somebody who did some shitty thing to me. Which doesn't feel good, and it's not the right thing to do. You shouldn't fucking prejudge anybody. You shouldn't. You should take people for who they are immediately. But I understand someone being like, I'm gonna be cautious, you know? And when I encounter something like that, I'm like, I get why you're cautious. And I have the patience to be like, listen, dude, I'll let you realize that I'm not gonna fucking bother you at Taco Bell. That's all people are doing. That's all people are making sure you're not going to do. They're like, are you the type to fuck with me at Taco Bell? No? All right. You're cool. That's the thing, too, is that everyone, I feel like everyone has, I don't know. Everyone gets the shitty parts of the people you grow up with more than anybody else. Like that specific group of people, like I said, they're like people I grew up with. So immediately I was fucking prejudiced against them because I have had a lot of encounters with people like that growing up, and they tend to stink. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can't blame other people for seeing that group of people and being like, are they going to stink? I'd be like, I agree that they probably will as well. I'm sharing in the prejudice of fuck this lady immediately. But I did the right thing, dude. In that scenario, I did the right thing. I assumed that it might be okay. And it wasn't. The timer went out. I don't know when it went out. I'll be right back. What's up? I'm back. I guess the camera went out for a second. I was too deep in that story, dude. I was too deep in that story to fucking check on the camera and see what was going on. Yeah, dude. That's the thing. You can't judge people. Even though in my head, I was like, this is the prejudice I feel towards this group of fucking white people right now. This is how I feel about these bros and bras right now. I know these people. I've been with them before. I've been at house parties with these kinds of people and fucking have bad experiences with them. In my head went, even though I have that prejudice in my brain, I'm going to assume the best. And the worst did happen. But you know what? The next time I see a drunken ladies like that, I will have the same feeling of, fuck, I hope it's not like this. And I will hope that it's not. Because that's the right thing to do, is to swallow your past experiences and go, I'm going to let you be an individual in this exchange right now. That's what you should do. I'm going to swallow what happened to me a long time ago and other people's shit so that I can treat you as a fucking singular person. Because people aren't always the vibe they put out. People are more than just the sound of their voice. You know what I'm saying? Although when you hear someone be like, yeah, dude, or like, hang on, you immediately cringe and go, fuck this. But, sometimes someone who goes, what? There might be cool. And even if they're mostly not, you can't prejudge, dude. You just can't. Because you wouldn't want that to happen to you. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. James Corden can't be in Wicked. Let's change subjects. James Corden can't be in Wicked, dude. Isn't that crazy? James Corden, it's wild because James Corden is experiencing a cancellation. He's experiencing old school cancellation. Like he's experiencing what Jamie Kennedy experienced. What's his name? What the fuck is that guy's name? Yo, dude, Pauly Shore. Yeah, dude. I like how saying yeah, dude made me think of Pauly Shore. Not since Pauly Shore and Jamie Kennedy has someone been canceled in the way of just pure hatred. There's a petition out. We live in the day and age of like, this person assaulted somebody, this person said something racist, this person tweeted about this, they said that. How do we frame this person? Like, how does this person get framed into like being a utter piece of shit so that they can't have something? We live in that era of like, that's why you can't be in something. And James Corden is fucking is in the 90s level of cancellation where it's just, no, we just don't, he didn't do anything wrong. He's actually very polite in a disgusting degree. And he didn't do anything technically wrong, but he is in every musical that we've seen recently, and all of them have sucked, so fuck him. And I'm not saying that about him. I'm saying that that's what the collective conscience is spewing at him right now. At the same time that petitions are being signed for someone not to be in something because they said a slur, James Corden is being petitioned out of a movie because he fucking is off-putting. And I'm going to be honest, I like James Corden more now because of it. I didn't really like him. He seems mean, dude. He's got an Ellen sort of a vibe. Like behind the scenes, he's fucking temperamental as shit. Like behind the scenes, he's like, why would you you got me the wrong, I wanted a croissant. You know what I'm saying? He seems like a guy who would shout about how there's no almonds on his croissant. You got him a regular croissant. He was like, I wanted an almond fucking sugar dusted croissant. Fuck you, you piece of shit intern. And you'd be like, dude, do you really even need a croissant? I feel like you should eat a little healthier. And he'd be like, what the fuck does that mean? And you'd be like, I don't even know. I'm new here. I'm scared of you. And he'd be like, you need to fucking fuck off. He seems like that woman, dude. James Corden seems like he would act like that woman in Taco Bell. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That in front of the camera, he's a lovable dude, but behind the scenes, he seems like he might get in the way of a credit card machine. You know? And so I've never really liked him. Also, I didn't like him because of this one instance. There was a episode of whatever the fuck it is. I don't like him because he's trying to be Jimmy Fallon. And I'm a defender of Jimmy Fallon because he is what he is, man. He's the nice guy. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to make celebrities fun. He, before that show, was always the guy who broke laughing at SNL because he just laughs because he's a goofy fucking weenie. That's who he is. In a good way, he's a goofy little dork, And people think he's handsome and he laughs a lot. He's trying to have a good time. And then James Corden is like the artificial fucking Gollum version of that. Like he's like, let's get the energy of that and replicate it so we can be the best in late night. You're not going to be the best in late night. You're during the Carson Daly hour, dude. Literally before you was a dude who was fucking half dead. You're not going to, what are you talking about, dude? Let's transform the late night spot into fucking... You're not going to kill it at 1 a.m. You're just not, dude. No, but we're all on YouTube now. Yeah, but it's uncomfortable how you fucking... The changing of the formula by having multiple guests on the cast. It's not... You're not... Graham Norton already does it, dude. You're not tricking us. James Corden's whole thing is that he has all the guests come out at the same time and sit on the couch. Yeah, dude, Graham Norton does that. We get it. That's what British television does. Certain British television shows have been doing that for a while. You're not as suave as Graham Norton, dude. You're just not. Okay? Anyway, he seems fine. I don't know. I don't know why I don't like him. I feel bad that I don't like him. I don't like to dislike people. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't enjoy, like, I'm not sitting here like, fuck James Corden and I feel good about it. I'm like, fuck James Corden and I'm like, why do I hate him? I don't know him, dude. Why do I dislike him? It's because I don't know. I just get that feeling about him. I don't know. I get the feeling that he stinks as a person, but I don't know him. So that's just my prejudging. And like I said earlier, you can't prejudge, dude. I'm sure he's a swell, nice guy. I'm sure he's a nice dude. I'm sure he's a nice bloke, as he would say. I'm sure he's a good cunt, as he would say in his country. Okay, I did hear him say cunt in the British sense of the word on his show a couple times, and that was funny. When Larry David was on, I watched that with him, and that he was the most likable he's ever been to me. Now, was he next to one of the people who I adore? Yes, and did that definitely up his likability? Sure, but at the same time, he was likable in that. But when I did not like him, was he did Truth or Eat or whatever the fuck it is. He does the thing where it's like a wheel of whatever the fuck. It's a wheel of food, and you spin the wheel and it lands on food, and then you have to either say a truth or withhold the truth and eat something disgusting. And he was doing it with Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Kimmel ate every single thing. He did not answer any of the questions because if all the questions he was asked would have offended other people. Because the questions tend to be like, hey, do you like this person or this person? Do you think fucking David Letterman's a cunt, or do you think that Jay Leno is? Like, the questions like that. Like putting you in a compromised position. And the food's apparently so terrible that, like, sometimes the truth is better than eating something. Anyway, Jimmy Kimmel asked Corden, who's a better singer, you or Fallon? And then Corden immediately went, oh, I am. I'm the better singer. Yeah, I'm not. That's supposed to be a hard question. I'm the better singer. I don't mind saying that. Which something about that really bothered me. Because he was so, it means it's something that he's thought about before. It means it's something, and then and everything clicked into place with me for that. Because I also saw him on Carpool Karaoke singing with like fucking Jennifer Hudson, and he's like belting shit out next to Jennifer Hudson, one of the most talented fucking musical artists of all time, dude. You think you're gonna fucking... Dude, Jennifer Hudson, who I watched lose SNL. Jennifer Hudson, who I watched lose American Idol, was devastated by it, dude. I was an OG Jennifer Hudson boy, dude. I fucking loved her in American Idol. And they snubbed her? Why? Because she's a little bit bigger than the other fucking contestants? Fuck you, dude. Jennifer Hudson has a great singing voice. She's hot as fuck. She's a murderer, dude. And James Corden's sitting next to her in a car belting out lyrics as if he can fucking compete. And that was the thing that bothered me, was that he was singing in a way where you could tell on his face that he was thinking like, I might be just as good as her. I might be fucking better than her, actually. He had that vibe about him. Like, am I fucking better than Oscar Grammy-winning Jennifer Hudson, dude. I know she has an EGOT, but I'm fucking, yo, get the fuck out of here. That was his energy. And then when I heard the Jimmy Kimmel thing, both those things combined together where I was like, oh, this dude thinks he's good at singing. And then it connects with the larger picture of like now the world hates James Corden for the same fucking seed that grew into my hatred for him. But now that the whole world hates him for that thing, I feel bad. Now that the world sees why I did not like him, and they're actively pushing him out of a movie, I'm like, leave him alone. I feel like it's my fault somehow, even though it's not at all. A while ago, I was saying, fuck Carpool Karaoke. I hate this, dude. I hate him. He's not good. He's not a good singer. He bums me out. And people were like, why? Fucking calm down. What does it matter? He's a nice guy. And now he was in a couple of musicals and everyone's like, dude, he's a bad singer. He's bumming me out. Sign this petition. I want him out of Wicked. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, dude, I fucking told you. But also, it's your fault you watched Cats. That's not James Corden's fault that you watched Cats. I saw the trailer for Cats. We all saw the trailer for Cats. It sucked. It's not James Corden's fault that fucking movie sucked. It's fucking, I don't know whose fault it is. I think everyone just fucking became brain dead on that set. I don't know what happened on that set, but it was a series of giant mistakes that made that into a terrible movie. It was not James Corden's fucking bad singing voice alone. Although it did not help, I'm sure. I don't know. I didn't see it because I know that I don't enjoy him. Okay? I saw he was a cameo in Ocean's 8. I was like, I'm good, man. I don't need to see that. And he was in some other musical. I don't even know what musical. But now and I don't even think, I could be wrong. I don't even know. I don't know if he's been in the running for Wicked or what the fuck, or they said the casting, or they said who they're thinking about, and he's one of them. I think this is just a preemptive, like, yo, we don't like this guy. And like I said, it's a 90s level of like, Jamie Kennedy, people fucking just hated him. They just hated him. And he didn't do anything besides get things. That's the thing, dude. There's some people who, when they succeed, the world just goes, no. The world just goes, absolutely fucking not. Fuck you. And it's very cruel, but it's hard to disagree with. But there is something about that. I mean, Jamie Kennedy, I can't hate because I was the age. Malibu's Most Wanted was fucking hilarious to me. I was the perfect age for that. And maybe there are kids who love James Corden. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's just a generational thing. And so some of it's probably just bitterness. Like people are just like, fuck you. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it all works, but there is a weird collective thing of just like fuck this one person, and you understand why without knowing the reason. You don't know the specifics of it, but you know the feeling in your gut. But like I said, now that everyone hates him, I feel bad, dude. Let him in. Let him in the movie. Also, this is how I feel. I feel like it's if James Corden is working, he's fucking people offer him stuff, he tries to get in, he probably auditions for shit, he gets cast in things, okay? To me, it's on the person casting him. If you cast someone in your movie and they're bad in it, that's your fault. You shouldn't, I mean, I understand that studios push people and this and that, but I feel like, you can push back. I don't know. I guess it's hard. I've never been put in that position. Who knows? Maybe I get given a movie somehow. Maybe 50 people start listening to this podcast instead of 13. And then I'm offered a movie because they're like, damn, dude, you got 50 viewers? Yo, you're ready for the big leagues. And then they're like, by the way, James Corden's the star of this. And I'm like, I don't want that to happen. I don't like him. And they're like, yeah, but we're not doing the movie unless you do that. Maybe I cave and I go, all right, dude, I want to do this movie. Who knows? But all I know is I would like to believe that I have the strength of a Larry David. Who, when he was told in his first fucking meeting for Seinfeld, when they were like, what? A show about nothing. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do that. He started going, no, that's not the show. That's not the show. You don't get the show. That's not the fucking show. I would hope to have that strength to show people like, no, I know my idea. I know what I'm doing. I know who I want in this. Fuck you, dude. And they'll go, all right. He seems to have we'll go with his idea. And if it fails, it's on him. Yeah, I don't know. Also, it's not like these fucking directors picking James Corden. What was it? Who was it wasn't the guy who directed The King's Speech? It's not like that guy. I feel like that guy can push back and be like, I don't want James Corden in this. Also, James Corden's not the star. He's always the side character. I feel like the side character is more debatable, dude. Okay? I mean, they could get Jimmy Fallon instead. That would break his fucking heart. Dude, if whatever part James Corden wants in Wicked goes to Jimmy Fallon, that would be truly the cruelest move of all time. That would destroy his soul in such a way that he might become an incel. And by incel, I mean he chooses never to fuck again and just starts fucking fighting people. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means. He becomes an incel. He becomes a V-cell, dude. He's going to vol-cell it out. He's going to become a voluntary celibate. And never fuck ever again and just live in misery. And he's going to fucking probably personally strangle Jimmy Fallon to death. He would, I think if Jimmy Fallon is a Wicked and James Corden is not, James Corden will kill Jimmy Fallon with his bare hands. I think that'll happen. I'm willing to bet money. Anyway, Travis Scott killed some people. Speaking of celebrity murder, dude, that was crazy, huh? That's wild, dude. That's wild. That was crazy. The crazy thing is that, dude, that whole thing is weird. The whole thing's fucked up. It's very fucked up that those people died. And it's the wild thing is when you watch the video where he sees the ambulance and he notices something is going on. And then he looks at the crowd and he's like, yo, put your hands in the air. Maybe it was edited in a way where I did not see how it actually happened. But I'm pretty sure he saw the ambulance, noticed it, and then kept the show going. And then he released a video afterwards being like, hey, whenever people are fucking not like, whenever something bad happens at my show, I always make sure everyone's all right. Yeah, but dude, we just saw a video of you not doing that. We just saw stone cold evidence of you doing the opposite of what you're saying right now. You can't just not do something and then make a video where you're like, I would do something though. Also, his album is called, like, the album that's supposed to come out, isn't it called Utopia? This is not a good look for the album title. That Astroworld seemed pretty fucking dystopic to me, dude. Astroworld seemed like the most dystopian future I could possibly imagine. Literally, children are dying at your concert and you're like, album's coming out. It's called Utopia. Hey, man, change the title, dude. Go back to the drawing board and make sure that people don't die before you release an album called Utopia. That's fucking insane, dude. Anyway. Fuck. That's crazy. Ironic, huh? Very ironic and weird. What if he just changes the name of it to Dystopia and he just leans into it? He's like, yeah, dude, that's what I was going for. That's so fucked up. People actually died, you know? It's fucked. Oh, dude, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I don't know. It's fucked up, dude. You can't do that. You just can't. you can't breed chaos and cause chaos. I don't know. I don't know enough about. It's all me watching videos of people talking about the shit. I don't know enough about it. All I know is, someone said his album Utopia is probably getting postponed, and I thought to myself, someone needs to bring up how insane that is, how insane of a title that is, given the circumstances. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misheard. I hope I misheard. I hope that's not. I hope fucking life is not that perfectly ironic. Dude, if it is, man, like I said, if God exists, he's got a cruel fucking sense of humor. He's got a weird, fucked up sense of humor. Yeah. We're definitely like a constantly running show for the man upstairs, if he exists. If there is a man or woman upstairs, we are a fucked up, cruel television station for him. He's like, oh shit, Astroworld is on. Like literally, if there is a god, he's like, oh fuck, Astroworld is on. Tight, dude. Yeah, the production for this was really fucked up. Yeah. No, dude, this is going to be a wild thing to watch. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I want to talk about this thing, but it's happened so long ago that I feel stupid to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Why not? I was thinking about, my friend made a very funny tweet where it was like, it was the photo from Parasite, or it was an image from Parasite, the movie about, I think it's about a cab driver. I didn't see the movie, but I think it's about a cab driver, and there's rich people, and like they go into their house, and they hate these rich people. And there's a scene where he's like sitting in a cab driving this rich woman, and she's sitting in the back seat, and she's on the phone like laughing. And he's looking in the rearview mirror at her like hatefully. And my friend edited this image to have text on it that said, yeah, and the dress is going to say, tax the rich. And it was during the time of when the Met Gala happened. And, right? The Met Gala? I think that's what it is. I'm talking about this. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. And it was making fun of Ocasio-Cortez, who was wearing a dress that said tax the rich. And I thought it was a very funny picture. A lot of people liked it. I thought it was funny. And that during that whole time, I don't know. I don't think I talked about it on the podcast at all, because everyone was talking about it and like criticizing Ocasio-Cortez. And I was trying to figure out how I felt about that whole thing, because people were like, well, she's still saying tax the rich. She's still sending a good message. But then people were like, well, it's hypocritical because because she's still there. Like, she's having her cake and eating it too. She's like, tax the rich, but also I want to hang out with all these rich people. And I fall on the side of like, yeah, there's something dishonest about doing that. There's something shitty about doing that. And I was like, why do I feel that way? It must be because I know there's a better way to do it. And then I thought to myself, yeah, dude, there is. She could have Marlon Brando'd the fucking thing. Okay? Marlon Brando years ago, I mean, of course, because he's dead, but a long fucking time ago at the Oscars when he won Best Supporting Actor or Best Actor, I forget what the Oscar was, but he won for acting. And instead of being there, he had a Native American woman show up and accept his award for him. And then she did a speech about how Hollywood has diminished her community and portrayed them in a disgraceful and dehumanizing way. And she fucking stood there and said a speech about this, and she got fucking booed and yelled at by the audience. It's a fucking insane, amazing thing to watch. Also, it's a moment where you see it and you're like, listen, man, I'm a person who's like, I think there's a lot more change than there is progress, but every once in a while I'll see something where I'm like, I think there has been progress. And that's one of the things you could see, because She's doing a speech that if she did it now at the Oscars, people would cheer. People on fucking online would be like, yes, yes, queen, you're amazing. You're killing it. Like, she's doing a speech during a time when that speech needs to fucking happen. You know what I'm saying? She's doing it when it's fucking hard to do. That woman got booed in the room for her fucking speech. No saying, no Emma Stone being like, oh, 5 men and 1 woman. Or what is it? Oh, Greta Gerwig and 5 men. I mean, she did get roasted afterwards on Twitter and shit where people were like, well, what are you talking about? The people, there was a black man nominated with her. There's been less black men nominated for that category. A fucking, literally, what's it called? A Spanish man fucking won. Guillermo del Toro fucking won. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What do you sit down, white lady? Like, she did get shit on a little bit. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, she did it when it was fucking hard. And all I could think was, like, that's what she should have done. Ocasio-Cortez should have fucking... She should have put a woman in a fucking dress that says tax the rich who is poor, who doesn't have money, who never, ever, ever would be able to go to the Met Gala. She should have given a woman an opportunity to go there who never could, wearing a dress like that, and then it would have a fucking real meaning. Marlon Brando going up and saying, hey, you are dehumanizing this community has way less of an impact than an actual human being who in that community, who isn't famous, who isn't a part of any, who's just a part of the culture that she feels is being harmed. Her going up and saying something is way more impactful and way more important than Marlon Brando saying something. And I think that's how I felt. I was like, Ocasio-Cortez could have just fucking pulled a Brando, dude. You gotta pull a Brando. She could have taken somebody who wouldn't have been there otherwise and fucking not only made her day and blew her mind, but made a statement of like, and wouldn't that make more of a statement? Like, if you want to say tax the rich, and if you have a woman who is poor in the midst of all these rich people, wouldn't they look at her and feel something rather than look at Ocasio-Cortez and feel they're gonna look at her and feel way more of something, and maybe that would cause some change. I don't know. Or maybe it wouldn't. Who knows? But all I know is, when in doubt, Brando it out, dude. The Italians know what they're doing, bro. Sometimes. Not all the time. But in this instance, Brando did it right. He didn't do it right all the time in his career. He's had some fucking missteps. But in this moment, he did a good job, I think. I think he did a fucking cool job. Anyway, doesn't matter. My opinion does not matter. Literally, if you are angry at my opinion right now, guess what? Good news. It doesn't matter unless you want it to. Anyway, thank you for listening. I don't know if the camera's out right now. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Doesn't matter. All I want to say is you are the best if you listened. If you're listening right now to the end, you're fucking psychotic, but you're the best. And I love you so much. And I love you guys. And I'll see you next week. J-A